My name is Hannah Hunt, and I am enrolled in Liberty University's online COMS 101 course. Today I will be presenting my informative speech to my adult family members, my father, my mother, and my grandmother. Today I will be talking about the common social challenges faced by teachers in the classroom that can be directly influenced by the example set by the life of a teacher. The purpose of my informative speech is to educate my listeners about the godly influence that a teacher can have in a classroom in regard to social problems like addiction to technology, cyberbullying, and a lack of parental involvement. The purpose of my informative speech is to identify how being a teacher can serve as a platform for promoting the things that God values according to Scripture. Proverbs 22:6 says, "Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it." Deuteronomy 6:6-7 says, "And these words which I command thee this day shall be in thine heart, and thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children, and shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thine house, and when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up." Proverbs 19:18 says, "Chasten thy son while there is hope, and let not thy soul spare for his crying." The National Education Association cites the top 8 challenges teachers face in this school year, which are: number 1, all those kids; 2, turning on technology; 3, cyberbullying; 4, NCLB, which is No Child Left Behind; 5, parent involvement; 6, salary; 7, getting healthy; and 8, finding the funding. At least half of these challenges, and arguably more, relate directly to living in a fallen world and the need of a transforming power of the Lord. The profession of teaching offers the opportunity and calling to make a difference not only in the world, but in the lives of impressionable children. This topic relates to each of you in different ways. You have all certainly been students, and as my family members have unique interest in the career that I'm hoping to pursue, it applies to them as well. Each of you have contact through church or work with current, future, or past students. I have been a student for over 13 years and have been profoundly influenced by godly teachers. And because of these godly teachers, I have chosen to be a teacher. Teaching offers a unique opportunity to influence children in regard to common social problems by promoting scripture-based values. Today, I will describe how the teaching profession affords the unique opportunity to influence children in 3 ways. The first way that a teacher can influence students is to live a life of example, exhibiting the attributes of living a Christ-like life. The second way that a teacher can influence students is by being a light in a dark world. The third way that a teacher can influence students is by showing love and compassion in a hurting world. Bible.org cites the following principles in relation to being examples to those around us, which would obviously be students and all of us. Number 1, a godly example is not an option, being one. And number 2, we have no choice in being an example of some kind. And number 3, we need Christian maturity that provides people with real examples of Christ-like living. Matthew 7:12 says, "So in everything do to others what you would have them do to you, for this sums up the law and the prophets." The golden rule, which is quoted by Christians and non-Christians alike, commands us to treat others differently. Matthew 5:14-16 states, "You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on its stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven." Adrian Rogers, when writing Bright Lights in a Dark World, talks about Jesus and how he spent time with just ordinary folks. He explains that this command by Jesus was his plan for getting his work done here on earth and affecting all of our lives. Rogers further explains that we are called as Christians to be missionaries in our workplace, wherever that might be. What better opportunity could possibly exist than the opportunity presented to teachers? Melissa Kelly, author of Top Qualities of a Great Teacher, lists the love and understanding of children. First, as the attribute that can allow your class to become a haven for learning. John 13:34-35 commands us to love one another. As I have loved you, so you must love one another. By this, everyone will know that you are my disciples, if you love one another. The love of a teacher for a child might be the key that unlocks a child's potential for a lifetime of love for learning. Compassion, as defined by Merriam-Webster, is a sympathetic consciousness of others, distressed together with a desire to alleviate it. Lynn Soraya writes in Psychology Today of a personal experience of her own. She was diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome, and she describes an incident in the classroom in which the choice of her teacher to choose compassion to deal with her behavior changed her life. She writes, "My teacher taught me a very important lesson, that the actions of a single person in a single moment can make or break a child. In summary, the profession of teaching offers the opportunity for godly influence of children. The difference that can be made by a life lived by example, and being a light in a dark world, and by showing love and compassion, all promote things that God values in the world and according to Scripture." I would guess that if I asked each person in the room to close their eyes and think about a teacher that made an influence and impact in their lives, someone would come to your mind immediately. The power of a teacher to influence children in the classroom is undeniable. My desire to pursue the profession of teaching is a result of the influence and impact that godly teachers have made in my life over the past 13 years.